overcome tremendous odds and our district has faced during the pandemic to achieve so much success. Let's take a moment to show some highlights of some great things that happened in Hillsborough School District this year.
What's going on, Hillsborough County? Dr. Dre Graham here, the 2020 Florida Teacher of the Year. What an incredible year of challenges, growth, and opportunity this has already been. I've had a chance to travel the state and see the number of things that are happening throughout our communities, and I've got to tell you, the way that we as educators, and when I use that term educators, that's everyone who has the opportunity to connect with a student on any campus or in the community. When I look at the impact that we are having right now, it is simply incredible. We hear about the phrase all the time that it takes a village to raise a child. And I am so incredibly proud to have been able to represent this profession that is not only taking that and running with it and being intentional with their instruction, but they're creating that ownership that is continuing to change the world. From the cafeteria to the library to the bus system to the classroom, all of you are making such an incredible difference. You're leaving a positive impact on the next generation. But not just creating world changers, you are also world changers yourselves. And when we look at how that role has played in this uncertain time, you also have to understand that there's someone, and you may not realize it, but that you are their hero. So continue to push, continue to do exactly what it is that you're doing to cultivate and to elevate not only the students in your classroom, but the community around you. Continue to make that difference. And remember, you are a hero. Did you ever know that you're my hero? You're everything I wish I could be. I could fly higher than an eagle. For you are the wind beneath my wings.
Well, that was Dre Graham, and what an awesome song. You know, you're a hero to him, and certainly he's a hero to us. Joining me now.
All right, hang on, get
Hillsborough School District Superintendent Addison Davis. How are you, Superintendent?
Pretty good, sir. You know, what a great night. We get a chance to highlight exemplary employees within our school district, and I know we're doing it in a unique fashion this year, but I want to thank every one of our stakeholders for supporting our employees, telling them that you care about them, because they're doing some really heroic work during a really precedented time. So, but thank you again for what each of you do, and thank you, Mr. Hoover, for being a part of this process.
Well, I love being here because I love teachers and the hard work that they put in.
They do.
And a number of them, Superintendent, have been winning prizes in their individual rooms.
That's
and
awesome.
You know who else has been winning this year?
Yes, sir.
Tampa Bay sports teams.
Yeah.
The Lightning, yes, yes. The Lightning won the Stanley Cup. The Rays made it to Game 6 of the World Series. And our Tampa Bay Bucks are playing in the NFC Championship game this Sunday. So, we have some special messages from our sports team, including the Rays and the Rowdies, as well as the Lightning and Buccaneers. We'll hear from Bucks wide receiver Mike Evans and Rays president, Rowdies president, Vice Chairman Brian All. But first, we'll kick things off with one of our biggest advocates at the Hillsborough Education Foundation. He operates the program that supports you and your students. He raised more than $50,000 for HEF through his Doc Talk Live Intergram show. Yes, we're talking about Stanley Cup champion Alex Killorn.
Hi, I'm Alex Killorn from your Stanley Cup champion Lightning. I want to thank you for allowing me to be a part of the Excellence in Education Awards. Growing up, my mother was a teacher, so I fully understand how important teachers are and how important the system is. I want to congratulate all the nominees and finalists tonight. This recognition is certainly well-deserved. Good luck to you.
Good evening. My name is Brian Ald. I'm president of the Tampa Bay Rays, vice chairman of the Tampa Bay Rowdies, and it's my pleasure to be with you tonight for the 2021 Excellence in Education Awards. I want to congratulate all the nominees and finalists for the Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year, Instructional Support Employee of the Year, and Teacher of the Year awards. As a former teacher myself, I know how hard you work and the difference that you make every single day. But I can't even begin to imagine the challenge you've faced this particular year. Teachers have been nothing short of heroic as our communities have faced the myriad challenges of a global pandemic. Thank you all for everything. For you to be recognized for such a prestigious award amongst your peers is an incredible honor and one for which you should be very proud. The Rays and Rowdies are proud to support education throughout Tampa Bay because we know it is the key to unlock so many of the issues we face today. Our schools are where we learn about equity and equality and about what it means to be part of our nation. Through reading, writing, arithmetic, and so much more, our teachers educate our children on how to be, and we need these heroes more today than ever before. Our mission is to energize the community through the magic of Rays baseball and Rowdies soccer. We are proud to support the work being done by teachers and the Hillsborough Education Foundation. We want to ensure that every student receives a high-quality education. Teachers are truly superstars, so on behalf of the Rays and Rowdies organizations, congratulations and enjoy the rest of the ceremony.
Hi, this is Mike Evans with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I want to congratulate all of the 2021 Hillsborough Education Foundation's Excellence in Education nominees. Thank you for all your hard work and dedication to our students, especially this year, a year that truly has showcased your commitment to helping mold our next generation of leaders. Youth education is very important to me and the Buccaneers. We are proud to partner with Hillsborough County Public Schools to help inspire and equip children with the tools to succeed. Through supporting student health and wellness to enhancing opportunities for social and emotional learning, we are proud to be there with you every step of the way. Again, thank you for all that you do. Best of luck to tonight's finalists, and I hope you have a great second half of the school year. Go Bucks!
You are one of our 4 finalists for the Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year Award.
I love children. I love to see them grow and learn. And also, I think that having the opportunity to shape children by putting the right things in front of them is a very important job in this world.
Favorite part of my job is going in to see the kids in spite of what they've gone through and what they are going through. just to be able to bring a smile to their face. The ideal is to get them to focus and to get them to shine academically.
Congratulations!
My favorite part of my job is being with my kids. It's the relationships I have with them. It's their success and their gains are my gains.
Great honor indeed, and you do such great work to impact students every day. So.
Thank you. Oh my gosh, the kids, being able to play with the kids, participating with the kids, just having a good time with the kids. I've always just wanted to be a PE teacher.
Congratulate you. You've been selected as a finalist for the 2021 Instructional Support Employee of the Year. Congratulations.
Favorite part of my job is building relationships with the students, just working with them and getting to know them and knowing what makes them tick and knowing what I can do for them just so they can be the best they can be.
Favorite part of my job is seeing my students every day and seeing how much they progress throughout the school year and how much they can achieve.
The job itself, being where I'm at, being with the children, seeing the smiles on the faces. I am here today, I firmly believe, because of the people that surround me.
Out of 15,000 teachers in Hillsborough County, there are only 5 that can call themselves finalists for Teacher of the Year.
When I can give them a book, especially if I can give them a book that's theirs to keep, the look in their eye is amazing, and that's why I became a librarian. I became a librarian to see students fall in love with reading.
For Teacher of the Year!
I love what I do. I love to see the kids smiling, and I'm the foundation. I teach kindergarten, so I'm the foundation, so it's so wonderful to watch them in the beginning of the year and as they grow throughout the year and become lifelong learners.
Finalist for Teacher of the Year. Congratulations!
Both of my parents had disabilities, and so I grew up in a culture where that was common, and I quickly found in college that people weren't quite as accepting to those with disabilities, and I had a really tough time with that, and so I sought out to become an educator and to change that.
You are one of 5 finalists for Teacher of the Year.
Becoming a teacher, I wanted to make sure that I am reaching out to those kids, whether they feel lost or they're confident and know what they're supposed to do. I'm here to build them up. I'm here to make sure that they are learning. I'm here to make sure that they're having fun learning. You gotta love what you're doing and just love life.
There are only 5 that are able to say that they are a finalist for Teacher of the Year.
I think my favorite part of my job is when I see student action and they take the initiative to do service in the community and make changes. I wake up every day and I love going to my job. Can't even consider it a job. I'm very blessed.
To join us in celebrating our 12 finalists and all the nominees, here's City of Tampa Mayor Jane Castor.
Hello everyone, Mayor Jane here, and I'd like to welcome you to the Hillsborough Education Foundation's Excellence in Education Awards. This is a special event every year presented by Suncoast Credit Union in partnership with Hillsborough County Public Schools. Tonight, we're excited to honor and recognize nearly 700 nominees, 12 finalists, and ultimately the 3 winners of the Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year, the Instructional Support Employee of the Year, and the Teacher of the Year awards from schools across Hillsborough County. Education is the cornerstone to success in life, and I know that Hillsborough County's teachers and staff are building the future workforce for our community. Unfortunately, COVID-19 has made us go virtual for the awards ceremony this year, but I hope to see you all in person this time next year when we can come together again as a community. Have fun tonight, and my sincere congratulations to the award winners.
Now for the moment you've been waiting for, the 2021 Excellence in Education Awards. Here's our MC for the evening, friend of Tampa Bay, Ernest Hooper.
Good evening. How are you guys? The Hillsborough Education Foundation is proud to host tonight's 2021 Excellence in Education Awards, presented by Suncoast Credit Union in partnership with Hillsborough County Public Schools. It's fun to see all the hundreds of supporters joining us tonight from across the county. And since we're virtual, we've got family and friends joining us from around the nation. Give everyone a wave. What's up? What's up? All right. Are you ready to meet our finalists? Yes. We're ready. You'll formally meet them a little later in the show, but here to say hello to all their supporters out there. First, we have our 4 finalists for the Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year Award: Sharday, England, Amanda, and Selena. Finalists for Instructional Support Employee of the Year: Meredith, Michael, and Lynn. Everybody's working on their pageant wave. It's very good. Finally, we have our 5 finalists for Teacher of the Year: Nicolette, Audra, Laura, Adatola, and Katie. All right, let's remember, it's a little gentle hand, not too much with the arm. Get those waves down right. All right, now to kick us off for this evening, representing the Hillsborough Education Foundation, I'm pleased to introduce CEO Kim Joel and Hillsborough Education Foundation Board of Directors Chair Royce Reed. Kim, Royce.
Thank you, Ernest. We appreciate you and your continued support of Hillsborough Education Foundation, our Excellence in Education Awards, and most importantly, for being an amazing friend to our teachers and to all of Tampa Bay. We know Tampa Bay is a better place because he is here with us. Whew, it has been one heck of a year in education, and we know that you have overcome a lot of crazy challenges that have been thrown your way. And navigating e-learning, teaching and supporting remote learners and the students in the classroom all at the same time. Telling students to pull up their mask dozen, maybe hundreds of times a day. We know that you are still committed in showing and providing quality education and providing a safe and welcoming environment to our students. I don't know how you did it. You're doing it in the real world and the virtual world, and we are so appreciative. We would like to especially honor our 678 nominees and our 12 finalists. So we are going to go to some rooms to see them. So let's check out the group in our Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year nominees room. We hope that you all enjoyed the pre-show and are winning some raffle prizes in those rooms. And how about the crowd in the Instructional Support Employees of the Year nominees room? Hopefully your pre-show swag bags you got, oh, look at them waving, nice, filled with some goodies, including your special nominee mask. We saw them here. And then let's take a look at our Teacher of the Year nominees room. All right, you guys gonna wave? Okay, there we go, all right. To all of our nominees, we appreciate you. Your work stands out to your peers, which we believe is always the best compliment you can receive. You definitely have perfected your craft and deserve to be honored tonight. And to our 12 finalists that you saw here, they did great waves, some other things, they did great. They're here live at Blake. They have a small group of family friends gathered here for them. And our last year winners are with us too. Our Teacher of the Year, Miranda Harwood, and Instructional Support Employee of the Year, Angela White. We're missing our Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year, Kayeda George, who moved out of state to support her military husband, but we know she would be here with us if she could tonight. So sadly, it's a much quieter than the 1,800 people we usually have gathered at the Straz. And we're missing the great food that our culinary students usually cook for us. But this different venue does not change the importance of this event to us. I do have to say a very special thank you to Principal Jesse Salters and his team for hosting us here. You and your team have been nothing short of amazing and incredibly gracious, and we think this is quite a gem of a school, too. And we have several other people in our virtual audience. In our dignitaries room, they're out there celebrating you tonight. We have our HEF board members who are joining us. They can give us a wave as well. And we also have our Hillsborough County, that was all the Hillsborough County School Board members. So we have our board chair, Lynn Gray, Vice Chair Stacy Hahn, Nadia Combs, Karen Perez, Melissa Snively, Jessica Vaughn, and Henry Shake Washington as well. We also have our district senior staff that are joining in that room as well. And a special thank you to Jenny Whitaker with the Florida Department of Education for being with us tonight. I know our sponsors are in that same room too, so sending you love and thanks. Tonight wouldn't happen without your support. And I know we have some other community leaders in there, so thank you all for joining us. Royce, I'm gonna send it over to you for now.
Yeah, we believe education is a community-wide priority and are so thankful for the many partners that invest in education. Tonight's event is made possible because they understand the need to support you. We'd like to take a quick moment to thank our sponsors. Our longtime presenting sponsor of our Excellence in Education Awards, Suncoast Credit Union. Our partner and founding Teacher of the Year sponsor, Casper's Company, McDonald's Restaurants. And our dedicated supporter and category sponsor, Amscott Financial. And check out these additional donors on the screen who made significant contributions to EIE 2021 and our Mask-a-rade themed event. Thank you. Along with our other partners you see here who've made this night possible, you can find all of our sponsors in our digital program, which is online at education.com/EIE 2021. All our nominees will be receiving a printed copy of the program delivered to your school that you can keep as a keepsake. You'll also receiving a nominee certificate provided by Herf Jones, who generously donated rings for our winners tonight as well. That's amazing. We appreciate all of our sponsors and are so grateful for your commitment to our students and our schools. It's because of the support that we receive from our business partners and individual donors in the community that we're able to raise nearly $7.1 million last year to support the work that you do and that our students need. HEF believes every student matters and has potential for success. That's why for more than 30 years, we've been dedicated to the mission of strengthening public education. So check out this video to see some of the ways we're making an impact in the schools and on the future of our community.
Education Foundation is always calling us. How can we help you? What can we do? And they always are helping us, always are helping our kids.
The kids benefit greatly from it. And I mean, we thank you. Us teachers, thank you.
You have been given a 4-year Florida University prepaid college plan. How much I have to be paying for college and everything is starting to worry me. It's a big relief for me, actually.
This is a challenging time for all families, but especially those who have limited resources. Lack of abilities to purchase school supplies, as well as the technology.
We were really concerned, especially our most vulnerable students who didn't have access, so we put together a digital equity team to try to solve for this problem.
Really help us so the students are consistent and keeping up with their work.
This will totally make a difference for them. You stepped in right in time.
When you don't have to come out of pocket and still have everything that you need to teach and give your kids, it's a great feeling. So thank you.
The kids don't come to school with a lot sometimes.
Thank you!
It's amazing that they're able to do this for us because we're not always able to just go out and buy all this stuff for them. And just knowing that other people also care about us, and it makes the teachers feel really good.
So they asked me today to come in and kind of talk about resumes.
They were incredibly crucial. I mean, it's like, you know about resumes and you figure like, you know, you just write out, you know, what your previous jobs were, but it's just so much more than that.
We like to support the schools that we do work for. And this gets us closer to why we actually are doing this, is the kids.
I was able to get an amazing mentor. There are people who want you to succeed in life. Just having her around and having someone who's there and that wants you to achieve the goals you want is pretty amazing, because you're going to leave something in their lives that they will cherish forever.
You're helping me a lot with my education.
Thank you so much, I love you, and that you're helping a lot of people.
On behalf of our board of directors and staff, it is our honor to serve you through the variety of programs we offer. We're here to support you and celebrate you and the impactful work you do. So thank you. So it's time to turn it over. I get to introduce our strategic partner and your leader, Superintendent Addison Davis, and welcome him to his first of many Excellent in Education Awards here in Hillsborough County. Addison?
Thank you so very much, Kim. First and foremost, I know what a unique year where we're having to do this in a virtual manner, but I got to tell you, HEF has done a wonderful job along with a collaboration with all of our sponsors to make this such a special night for 680 plus nominees. And we have some individuals that are here with us tonight. Let's hear the excitement. What a great night to be able to celebrate our best exemplar educator support staff in Hillsborough County. And I've been here 11 months, and every single day I continue to be excited about the opportunity to lead, to listen, to learn, to grow, to work alongside some of these greatest employees, not only in the state, but in the nation. And I'm so privileged to be here this evening to be able to celebrate and honor our Excellence in Education for the 2021 finalists, as well as the nominees from each and every school across our district. Over the last few weeks, I've had an opportunity to meet, to have conversations with these outstanding finalists in order to speak with them about their passions and identify what drives them to continue to improve the experiences and the well-being of our students. And I have to tell you, I am blown away about what they continue to do to go over and beyond the call of duty every single day for the children in Hillsborough County. You know, during my conversations, each of them shared with me about their past experiences and what has led them to success despite the unimaginable challenges that we have faced in this profession, especially due to COVID. But their resilience, their commitment, their dedication, their unwavering willingness to really create the best moments for our children has been outstanding. And my hat's off to each of them, because they have turned the impossible to the possible, and they have stood strong to take a heroic stance every single day. I am so proud of every employee of Hillsborough County Public Schools, support staff, school-based leaders, teachers, school board members. They've all been champions, district leaders been champions, and done a really nice job through a very trying time. And you know, every single day we work collectively in concert in order to create endless possibilities. This group of finalists has have diverse talents, and they work tirelessly to ensure that every student is exposed to possibilities that prepare them to compete inside and outside of our classrooms. I say that I am overwhelming, you know, I'm inspired is an understatement. As one of the, you know, these 12 finalists would be an exceptional, any one of these individuals would be an exceptional ambassador for our district and for our community, and to go on to be able to stand and compete for a state title related to the Employee of the Year. And in my opinion, this year's winners in particular should be extremely proud, given the conditions in which they've engaged their work every single day and through that resilience. Each finalist represents educators who have worked with students both through e-learning and at the same time through brick and mortar. And while both exhibit their own unique challenges, and each finalist has powered through and helped our students grow socially, intellectually, and emotionally. And I'm equally in awe for all of them and what they've done to transcend expectations, and at the same time continue to dedicate their efforts to helping our children excel. You know, partnerships, without this, you know, partnerships that we have some really awesome individuals that have wrapped their arms around this, our educational system. Without them, our district would not be able to offer many, many resources to our children, both inside and outside of our classrooms. And I want to thank all of our partners this evening for their continuing to stand and understand how important education is in the Hillsborough County. One thing I can tell you, in the 11 months that I've been here, I've never seen where everyone has worked with a singular goal to make certain that we provide the greatest education, from parents to teachers to support staff, civic leaders, school board members, community members, parents, caregivers. Everyone has been working collectively in order to make certain that we do everything we can to protect the well-being of our children and prepare them. But tonight's recognition is all about our finalists, and this would not be able to happen without the continued leadership of Kim Joel and the Hillsborough Educational Foundation Board and their entire team. Let's give them a round of applause. Awesome job. We thank you so very much. And at the same time, you know, I wish we could all be together celebrating tonight in person. But however, one thing is true in education: educators continue to know how to pivot and rise to the occasion. And tonight, this is another example of how educators roll up their sleeves, put their shoulder to the wheel, and get the job done. To each of the schools represented here tonight by their finalists, as well as every employee across the district who are virtually watching this live ceremony, I want to take a moment to thank each of you, each and every one of you, for the work that you do every single day to create a world-class education for every one of our learners. You are truly accelerating Hillsborough County, and thank you so very much. And once again, congratulations to our 12 finalists. You are represented the very best in our school district in a year that is unlike and unmatched any other. And your work has risen above our expectations. And I am so proud of you. I'm so proud of our district. And I have to tell you, We have a great board, school board, that is dedicated to these efforts, that will continue to fight for the working conditions of our employees and at the same time hold us accountable to do the right things on the behalf of children. So thank you to each of you as well. Once again, congratulations. Let's give a round of applause for all of our finalists. Thank you so very much. Continue to be excited to lead such a special school district. And this time, I'm going to welcome up our friend back, our friend of Tampa Bay, back to this our amazing MC, Mr. Ernest Hooper. Please, thank you so very much, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Superintendent Davis. And I just want to echo your words and say the reason that I love hosting this event every year is because the teachers, administrators, and support staff are the men and women who guided all three of my kids through the Hillsborough Public Schools system. My two sons are professionals now and doing well. One is actually a teacher in Orlando, and my youngest is a freshman at the University of Florida, and nothing gives me more pride than having a teacher or a staff person come up and say, hey, I knew your kids, and I survived. So I'd like to take a moment to thank our 10 Blake High School TV and digital cinema students who are helping our production company, DCE. It takes a lot of behind-the-scenes work to put on a virtual event like this, and these students have lent a hand to the team while learning real-world skills that will be valuable in this new virtual world where we have so many different social platforms emerging. And a big thanks also goes to their instructors, Joe Papadopoulos and Sean Paris. Yes, give them a hand. Education is a key to a prosperous community. It's one of Hillsborough Education Foundation's core beliefs. We know that when a community supports the work that you're doing and is engaged in making educational excellence a priority, making education excellence a priority, it will transform Hillsborough County. A leader and organization committed to doing that is the executive director of the Suncoast Credit Union Foundation, our Excellence in Education presenting sponsor tonight. Please welcome to the stage, Cindy Helton.
I want to tell you a little bit about Suncoast just for a second. Did you know that we got our start right here in Hillsborough County in 1934, and we've been helping teachers and students in Hillsborough County ever since. Our foundation to date, since 1990 when it was started, has donated over $33 million to help students across the state. Thank you. We're excited, and all of my colleagues are excited to be here tonight. You're going to meet 12 finalists, hear more about what makes them so special for some of the people who they impact, most of all, their students. Our founding sponsor, Teacher of the Year Award, Casper's Company, McDonald's Restaurants, and Vice President of Community Relations, Bob Canigliaro, will introduce us to our Teacher of the Year finalists. My fellow team members from Suncoast Credit Union, Youth Outreach Manager Courtney Berry, will highlight our Instructional Support Employee of the Year finalists, and our Human Resources Leader, Vega Moore from Anscott Financial, our category sponsor, will showcase our Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year finalist. To lead off each category, you'll also see a short video message from each of our category winners from last year. And that's where we begin tonight with our 2020 Ida S. Baker Award, formerly from Wilson Middle School, Kiata George. Yeah.
What a complete honor it still is to have been named Hillsborough's 2020 Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year. This entire experience has been absolutely incredible. I would like to once again thank everyone from the bottom of my heart who helped make this possible. From my colleagues at Wilson who first nominated me, to the interview panel for selecting me as the district winner, and finally, to the sponsors and coordinators who helped make an event like the Excellence in Education Awards possible, thank you. When I think back to my experience at the awards banquet last year and eventually being named the winner, I find myself still taking it all in. Since winning, I've been able to experience so many wonderful things, such as riding in the district float, at the annual Strawberry Festival Parade, participating in the annual luncheon, and also participating in our former superintendent's retirement ceremony at Raymond James Stadium. But when I think about it, what I would say has had the greatest impact on my life since winning has definitely been receiving the partial scholarship for college. For a while I contemplated when the right time would be to begin a doctorate program, and I actually began to think that the perfect time would never come. However, I am now officially on the road to achieving another lifelong dream, and I truly feel so blessed. To this year's 2021 Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year Award winner, I just want to say congratulations. Your hard work and passion for students is undeniable, and you are so deserving of this award. As educators, we tend to make it a priority to put others before ourselves, and although I know you will continue to be unyieldingly selfless, please embrace this new chapter in your life. You are in for an amazing ride. Enjoy it.
Good evening. On behalf of our many AMSCOT customers and associates, we are honored to be a part of this year's award ceremony. Named for the Lee County educator who blazed the trail for African American women, the Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year Award recognizes educators who make significant contributions to advancing the education of minority groups. Tonight, we are thrilled to honor these educators, administrators, and those who work behind the scenes in making a difference in our children's lives. In these difficult times, we appreciate more than ever your flexibility, resourcefulness, creativity, and kindness. Our communities are stronger because of your positive impact in our county's diverse student body, and for that, we thank you. Our first finalist is Sharday Duffy, Media Specialist at Woodson Pre-K through 8 Leadership Academy. Her student escort is Stephon Brown, a senior at Riverview High School. Here's a message from Ms. Duffy's former student.
Good evening, folks. My name is Stephon Brown. Currently, I'm a senior at Riverview High School. Today, I'm here to represent a spectacular, outgoing, and determined woman. This determined woman came into my life in the middle of 2nd grade. To illustrate, my teacher had recently left the school, and me and my classmates were stuck with countless substitutes. Until one day, the woman by the name of Sharday Duffy walked into the classroom. When she walked into the classroom, you get this feeling, this aura of teacher and technology and literacy. Because when she taught, every day she taught with technology, literacy, and stability. The stability that overwhelmed the classroom. For me, I was personally impacted by Sharday Duffy by the way she taught with literacy and technology. With technology, she used the smart boards, laptops, and put us into these spells that just made us so interested in reading. Because for me, she would use the logs, and that would help me write down and jot down and understand and break down what I was reading. So today, it doesn't surprise me that she's a media specialist. As well as being a media specialist, she goes out of her way and beyond her limits of the school to go to barbershops and introduce young kids, young black men, and any man that walks into a barbershop into reading. Enlightens their day and enlightens them personally as a human being to be more interested in literacy as much as she is. She reads to them, she drops off books, she buys books from different places and drops them off into barbershops and tells the barbers, you know, hey, let's let these kids read a little bit while they're waiting for these long haircuts that they're about to receive. So today, she stands tall as a media specialist, helping all kids and all different races of kids love and understand reading as much as she does.
Our next finalist is Anglin Brown Mosley, Varying Exceptionality Support Facilitator for Youth Services. Because of the nature of her role, tonight her principal, Ernest Wood, is here to tell us more about the impact she has on her students.
Good evening. My name is Ernest Wood, and I'm the proud principal of Youth Services. Due to the sensitive nature of our students' situations, as well as the confidentiality requirements of our unique program, I was granted the privilege and honor of speaking on behalf of a skilled and compassionate teacher who has been with youth services for over 14 years. Her name is Miss Anglin Brown Mosley. In education, we know that relationship building is a key component of getting students to totally submerge themselves into engaging in the learning process. It takes a masterful skill set to get students to this point in that small amount of time under traumatic circumstances. This is where Ms. Brown Mosley shines and rises to the top. She is that go-to person who establishes bonds with students and builds bridges for her coworkers. She approaches each student and situation with care and concern, and from a trauma-sensitive standpoint. She serves as a counselor, teacher, social worker, and mentor. As a spokesperson for youth services, we fully support her election to the Ida S. Baker Teacher of the Year Award. Thank you.
Our next finalist is Amanda Palmer, Varying Exceptionalities teacher at Hunters Green Elementary School. Her student escort is Jayla Almesquita, a freshman at Zephyr Hills High School. Here's her message.
Hi, my name is Jayla Almesquita. I am a freshman at Zephyr Hills High School. I know Mrs. Palmer because she was my amazing VE teacher in 5th grade at Hunters Green Elementary. I think that she should get this award because not only is she an amazing and super stylish person, but she's just so kind-hearted and really cares about her students and making an impact on them. Something amazing is that not only does she make us feel like we're wanted or like that we're not just there to learn, but that she makes it fun. But I was a part of something called the Dream Team that we made up. And not only if we didn't have a dream for ourselves, but that she had a dream for us and that we were gonna learn, you know, whether we wanted to or not, we were gonna do it and we were gonna succeed and we are going to become great people. Looking back, like, I'm super grateful for everything she's done. She's helped me get over so many challenges that I've needed to overcome. Like, reading was such a struggle for me that now looking back at it, I don't know what I would have done without her. I think she's a great person, and thank you, Ms. Palmer, for everything that you've done for me. You've made such an impact on me, and thank you.
Our last finalist is Selena Perez, physical education teacher at Smith Middle School. Her student escort is Enzo Rodas, a junior at Sickles High School. Let's hear from Enzo.
Hi, my name is Enzo Rodas. I am at Sickles High School and I am currently in 11th grade. I have known Coach Perez since 6th grade year and she has been my PE coach in 7th to 8th grade. After middle school, I needed service hours and Coach Perez helped me with that right away and she helped me achieve my 100 service hours. She goes up and beyond with every other student and helps each and every student with motivation and keeps the drive for keeping good grades and just staying in school and everything. Coach Perez deserves this award because she goes up and beyond with everything and she is an amazing person, amazing teacher, and just amazing everything in general. This is why Coach Perez should win the award.
On behalf of Amscott Financial, congratulations to all of our 2021 Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year finalists and nominees, and best of luck this evening.
So the finalists in our next category can be viewed as the core that helps more than 24,000 employees together in the 7th largest school district in the country. Their roles are varied, but their dedication and commitment to supporting our students and teachers is what makes these next 3 finalists so outstanding. Here's a message from Angela White, the 2020 Instructional Support Employee of the Year winner from Colson Elementary School.
The year 2020 has brought many surprises for us all, but winning the Instructional Support Employee of the Year for our district was so unexpected. I was the only one in our school that didn't know what was happening when the surprise patrol come walking through the door. I was overcome by so many emotions, but surprised to say the least. As a sign language interpreter for our deaf and hard of hearing students at Colson Elementary, I have the opportunity to impact the lives and education of our students, not only our DHH program students, but also the other students throughout the school. I'm also fortunate to work side by side with some of the most amazing teachers in Hillsborough County. But winning this award will afford me the opportunity to make an impact on a national scale. When e-learning happened unexpectedly in March and continued throughout the rest of the year, I saw there's a lack of functionality in the online reading resources for our deaf and hard of hearing students. I received an invitation to discuss my ideas with Renaissance Mayan representatives of how to provide embedded videos where the stories can be signed to the students, similar to how the Read to Me function works. Language exposure on that scale would not only enrich the students' education, but also help bridge the communication gaps that our students experience in their everyday lives. This adventure of implementing ideas to help with the language deprivation of our DHH students has been my 2020 silver lining. I'm proud to champion this important work. Recently, I was recognized by Tampa Bay Buccaneers and Advent Health for their Goal Getter Award. With the help of these organizations, I'll be able to purchase technology for the students at my school. The students of my past and my future are why I love coming to work every day. By winning this award, I am sure that you have made an impact in the lives of the students, faculty, and staff as well. Your hard work and dedication have not gone unnoticed. Congratulations and good luck.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Courtney Berry. I'm the Youth Outreach Manager at Suncoast Credit Union. I echo what Cindy said earlier, as educators hold a special place in our hearts at Suncoast Credit Union, and a special place in my heart, as my mother has worked for Hillsborough County Public Schools for more than 20 years. I'm so excited to be here with you all tonight to celebrate our wonderful educators, and I can't wait to get into this next category. So our first finalist is Meredith Bippen, Rogers Middle Magnet School Secretary. Her student escort is McKenna Murphy, an 8th grader at Rogers Middle Magnet School. Here's what she has to say about Miss Bippen.
Hello, my name is McKenna Murphy. I am in 8th grade and I go to Rogers Middle School. I know Miss Bippen from being a student assistant in student affairs. A student assistant is basically just helping Miss Bippen answer the phone and just help her with her job. Miss Bippen helps students, teachers, and staff in many, many ways. For example, she helps the teachers and staff by setting up breakfasts and or lunches for the teachers and staff to help them get ready for the day and just teach the best that they can so their students can learn. Also, I remember this one time that I was super overwhelmed by homework, and she was just stepped back and she was like, McKenna, you work on your homework, I'll answer the phone, just do the best that you can. I think that Miss Bippen deserves this award the most out of everyone.
Our next finalist is Michael Helton, Student Nutrition Services Manager at Dawson Elementary School. His student escort is Ariana Richardson, a 5th grader at Dawson. Let's listen to how Mr. Helton has impacted her.
Good evening. My name is Ariana Richardson. I'm from Dawson Elementary. I know Mr. Mike from the cafeteria. One day when I was in the cafeteria during the after school program, me and my friend were having a competition on seeing who could have their hand on the ice the longest. I got my hands really stuck, so I kind of won, but also Mr. Mike helped me and then he didn't get mad, but he helped me. He grabbed a bucket of water and he poured it on the ice to get my hand unstuck. Another way I know him is from my community. When me and my mom were at Publix one day, we were trying to find the sprinkles and he helped us. I know that was out of his own time, and he was being so kind to us by helping us. He is the best. Mr. Mike is the best. And I hope you pick him for this award.
Our Our last finalist is Lynn Jones, Exceptional Student Education Paraprofessional at Mitchell Elementary School. Her student escort is Grace Fasulo, a 6th grader at Wilson Middle School. Check out what she has to say about Miss Jones.
Hello, my name is Grace Fasulo, and I go to Woodrow Wilson Middle School. I met Miss Jones through my elementary school years at Mitchell Elementary. She has multiple qualities, and I think she deserves this award because she's loving, compassionate, caring, and she has the heart of gold. My best friend has a learning disability, and without her working at my elementary school, I wouldn't have met him. She really helped me and many others grow as a person, and I really think she is deserving of this award.
On behalf of Suncoast Credit Union, congratulations to all of our 2021 Instructional Support Employee of the Year finalists and nominees. Best of luck.
Thanks, Courtney. Our final category is Teacher of the Year. We know that effective teachers are the foundation to student achievement in the classroom and beyond. Our 5 finalists for the Teacher of the Year truly embody everything you look for in a great educator. Let's hear a message from our 2020 Teacher of the Year, Miranda Harwood, 4th grade teacher at Brooker Elementary School.
Hello. Since the moment I found out I was a finalist, then announced as the winner, I have continued to be awestruck and humbled. As you all know, we work in not only one of the largest, but one of the best districts in this nation, which means each day we are surrounded by the most knowledgeable, passionate, and hardworking teachers that make this district so great. To have been their representative over the past year has been such an honor. This award has given me many opportunities that I would have never had. While being on the Jumbotron at Raymond James Stadium was really cool, getting my very own USF football jersey was amazing, but my favorite memory will always be riding the float at the Plant City Strawberry Festival. I never knew that throwing beads and candy could be so fun. Okay, well maybe eating all the strawberry shortcake that day is another reason. However, my most treasured memory will be being a guest and speaker at Mr. Aiken's retirement ceremony. I felt like a true celebrity. I found that I needed to pinch myself to believe I was part of such an elite group. I remember quite well, right after winning the award, that a former winner came up to me and said, "Buckle up. This year is going to be one of the wildest and best rides of your life." Well, little did any of us know the whole world was about to be on a wild ride for 2020. That you all have been chosen as the representatives of your school during this tumultuous year really says a lot about who you are and what your school thinks of you. Our students and our families have needed us more than ever, and you have stepped up and you have been their heroes. I know the nerves and excitement that can come with tonight well, but I hope you take a moment to take it all in tonight. It is all about you and what you do for the students of our communities. Please know how very appreciative we are of all your hard work.
Good evening, school board members, Addison Davis, distinguished guest honorees, their families and friends. My moment on this stage every year is both a highlight and an extreme challenge as I do my feeble best to convey to our teachers how important and valuable they are to all of us because they just can't hear it enough. Ronald, he's pictured on this stage. I've got pieces of him everywhere on me today. As our brand's CHO, his job is to make happiness flourish wherever he is present. He leaves behind a wake of laughter and smiles wherever he appears and reminds us what we all too often forget, that generating happiness really does go a long way. Our teachers also bear the responsibility to make happiness flourish. It isn't always readily apparent and rarely requires heavy makeup and size 27 shoes, which you're pretty much familiar with.
I'm used to that, Bob. Hey, you know, sometimes it begins with the firm and direct student discipline, right? It's seen at the 12th hour of their workday at a conference with parents of a struggling student. This past year, it included the new creative ways to virtually engage, stay connected, and most importantly, be relevant. Yeah. Perhaps it's at a Saturday reading workshop, the 10 p.m. email communications, or at the games that attend because there are no parents available to do so. Maybe it's concealed in their depleted bank accounts when they purchase school supplies and clothing for their students. It's definitely a part of their ability to see, nurture, and ignite the potential with a kid that no one else sees. The flourishing always happens, and the trail of happiness, laughter, and smiles eventually, that's a huge word, eventually will come to pass. It's in the salt of their tears of proud parents watching their child receive their diploma. It's found in the fine print of their first paycheck after receiving their first career launch. It's detected in the gut of the athlete inspired to compete at Olympic proportions. And most importantly, it's in the soul of all of us and everything we've individually achieved.
And the ultimate flourishment comes when it's least expected. I promise you this. It's either in the form of a letter or a call, a surprise visit or a tug on your sleeve, and it's followed by the words, "Do you remember me?" The unexpected, belated thank you fills your heart, validates your life's work, and reveals the legacy your passions have unfolded. For perspective, the life's work of the most important person in my life and billions of others dabbled in some carpentry, was a part-time fisherman, but ultimately was a teacher. In the meantime, on behalf of all the business partners, your peers, and an entire community, please follow this shindig. Please allow this shindig to be our opportunity to say thank you. All righty, our first finalist is Nicolette, Dewsbury, Media Specialist at Mann Middle School. Her student escorts are not seeing double or twins. Addison and Ariana Roman are juniors in Armwood High School's Collegiate Academy. Let's hear from them.
Good evening, my name is Ariana Roman.
And I'm Addison Roman.
And we're juniors at Armwood High School.
But for 3 years, we had the privilege of being taught by Mrs. Dewsbury at Mann Middle School.
The library was a really, really special place for us, but not just because of the books, it was because of Mrs. Dewsbury. One of my favorite memories of Mrs. Dewsbury was probably when me and my student assistant partner were working on a puzzle in the library, and we had been working on this puzzle for months, and this random kid kept messing it up, and Mrs. Dewsbury saw how frustrated we were, so she made it her mission to go and find this kid and figure out who it was so that way he would never mess with our puzzle ever again. And he never did.
Personally, middle school was a very challenging time for me, but when I look back, I don't think of those hard times. I think of laughing in the library with Mrs. Dewsbury when she dressed up as Olaf for our school lip sync competition.
The library became a really, really safe place for us because of Mrs. Dewsbury, and for that, we're very thankful.
Mrs. Dewsbury is so deserving of this award, and she is truly the teacher of the century.
We love you, Mrs. Dewsbury.
We love you.
Our next finalist is Audra Kondash, kindergarten teacher at Witter Elementary School. You paid them to do that, didn't you? I know. Her student escort is Sasha Capers, a 4th grader at Witter. Here's how Miss Kondash has made a difference in her life.
Hello, my name is Sasha Capers and I'm a student at Witter Elementary. Let me tell you something about Miss Kondash. When I was in pre-K, I dreamed about being in her class. My dream came true. I'm in the 4th grade now and I can still remember all the great qualities Miss Kondash has in being the best kindergarten teacher ever. For starters, she is always smiling and encouraging her students to be the best at everything. She made me a better reader by challenging me to read more and improving my grades. She is kind, thoughtful, caring, and always happy to be at school. I am fortunate enough to keep continuing to have my relationship with her. She is always there for us.
I think they teach cute at that school, too. What a doll. Yeah. Our next finalist is Laura Meehan, the Adapted Music Specialist at Caminiti Exceptional Center. Her student escort is Christian O'Brien, a student at Caminiti's 12+ Transition Program.
My name is Christian. I am one of Mrs. Meehan's students. Mrs. Meehan lets me play the trombone every Friday in her classroom. This year, I was the announcer with Mrs. Meehan for Caminiti. Shines, I love to learn and play instruments in music class. I think Mrs. Meehan should be teacher of the year because she rocks. Wow.
We witnessed her in her classroom. It was pretty special. Yeah. Our next finalist is Adetola Shakumbi. Third grade teacher at Belmont Elementary. Her student escort is Kayla Huovi, a third grade student at Belmont. Here's what she had to say about you.
My name is Kayla. My school is Belmont Elementary and my grade is third grade. I know Ms. Shakumbi from e-learning and I'm an e-learning student. She is nice and helpful. Last year in math, I wasn't doing math so good, but now I'm doing better. She should win because she makes school fun.
Our last finalist is Katie Stallings. Second grade teacher at McFarland Park IB Elementary Magnet School. Her student escort is Grayson Gialuski, a fifth grader at McFarland Park. Here's his message about Miss Stallings.
I'm Grayson Gialuski, and it is my pleasure to present Miss Stallings of McFarland Park for your consideration as Teacher of the Year. Some teachers teach a course, others move you in the right direction. Great teachers stay part of your life in person or are a lasting influence and motivate you in all you do. Miss Stallings is a great teacher. Although she was my second grade teacher, you'll still find her spending part of her weekend cheering me on at my baseball games. She has inspired me on the field, in the classroom, and has been there for me far beyond my second grade classes. It is my most humble honor to present Miss Stallings for consideration for Teacher of the Year.
Golly, I just love those kids. On behalf of the entire team at Casper's Company McDonald's Restaurants, I want to extend a sincere congratulations to each of our 2021 Teacher of the Year finalists and say thank you to the nearly 15,000 teachers in Hillsborough County for what all of you do every day. God bless all of you. Thank you.
All right, thank you, Bob. Thank you, Caspers. Are you guys having a good time? Yes. Don't you think we have some amazing finalists? How about another round of applause for those finalists? I don't know if you guys at home could tell, but a few of our finalists got a little teary-eyed as they listened to their students salute them. And I think that's such a symbol of how meaningful this night is for everyone. All right, are you ready to find out who our winners are? Are you ready to find out who our winners are? All right, without further ado, let's bring back Superintendent Addison Davis and Vega Moore of Amscott Financial to announce this year's Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year winner. Here we go.
All right, once again, thank you. And let's give every one of our nominees a round of applause. Our finalists have done such a great job. And not only with our finalists, over to the 680 individuals that were nominated throughout the school district, each and every one of you are winners. But one of the moments that we've been waiting for, to identify the 2021 Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year for Hillsborough County. Let's open up this envelope. And the winner is, of the 2021 Ida S. Baker Diversity Educator of the Year, goes to Sharday Duffy, Woodson Pre-K-8, Leadership Academy, Media Specialist. Congratulations. Congratulations to you. Yes, ma'am. We have a bunch of goodies.
Okay.
All right.
Somebody have my speech?
Thank you, Mommy and Daddy. I love you. Ida S. Baker was the founding principal of Cape Coral High School and Lee County's first African-American female high school principal. She was known for her extraordinary dedication to education, and I'm truly humbled and honored to be accepting an award in her name. And what a significant week to be doing so. Not only did we observe MLK Day this week and reflect on the work still to be done in racial equality across the globe, but we also welcomed the first African-American woman, Indian-American woman as our vice president. Her father, Jamaican, and her mother, an Indian diplomat, are the perfect example of the cultural melting pot we have here in the United States, and most importantly, right in front of us in our classrooms. Our students are counting on us to build a culture of learning and acceptance within our schools. We know that multicultural students are underrepresented in our literature, curriculum, and assessments, but it is up to educators to build valuable knowledge of the various cultures, their traditions, history, and important contributions to the world. If we are preparing students for life here in Hillsborough County Schools, then we are preparing them to enter an increasingly diverse society, one that will require awareness and respect for others, no matter who they are and what they look like. And I hope every educator listening thinks about that before they enter their classrooms tomorrow. In closing, I just want to take a moment to thank my parents. They truly have done everything in their power to create the brilliant, driven, strong woman that I am today. Thank you to my principal, Ovette Wilson, and the entire Carter G. Woodson family. I love you guys. Thank you to my former principal, Letitia Brown, and her amazing son, Stephon Brown, my student escort. And thank you to my two beautiful sons, RJ and Carmelo, for never giving up on me. Thank you.
Okay, for the next great announcement for the 2021 Instructional Support Employee of the Year, let's see who the winner is. The winner is Michael Helton from Dawson Elementary School, Student Nutrition Service Manager. Let's hope Michael didn't leave. Yeah, I can call your name again. Michael Helton. Congratulations, sir.
The difference between me and Addison is he's really good at giving speeches. All right, so this is for Robert. I believe he's in Alabama now. Is that right, Mr. McLaughlin? I think I won, Robert. First off, thank you to the host, Hillsborough Education Foundation, Hillsborough County Public Schools, and all of our sponsors. Thank you so much for tonight's recognition. There are thousands of student nutrition employees in our district who go above and beyond every day, and I truly celebrate this for all of them. Lynn Jones, Meredith Bippen, it's been an absolute honor to share the stage with you. To all the district winners and finalist nominees, congratulations. Ariana Richardson, that was priceless. Need I say more? Everything I do, every day I get to interact with hundreds of students. I get to give them back, but I get to interact with hundreds of students every day. So thank you, Dragons, for your support. You guys are what makes my career at Dawson amazing. And to the Dawson staff, I wouldn't be here without your support. I will never, ever forget all the staff in the summertime. We've fed thousands of families out on curbside in the hot summer days, and from the front office to the custodial staff, our school is second to none. And I really believe that starts at the top. I thank you, Mr. McLaughlin and Ashley Weeks, for what you guys do. Student nutrition staff, Addie, Kayla, Linda, Lady, Myrna, Blanca, Melissa. Thank you for adjusting to the craziness of constant change, or pivoting, I believe. These ladies have truly made this year fun, in spite of it all. My gratitude goes out to everyone at our student nutrition office, especially my area specialist, Jennifer Green, because through all the pivoting, she's heard every bit of it. And then my own personal support group within student nutrition, Regina, Tabby, Angela, Robert, Kelly, Marty. You guys go above and beyond and are there when I need a shoulder. Lastly, none of us here tonight are getting financially rich doing what we do. So I think back to many, many years ago, I was sitting at a restaurant enjoying dinner with my family. Kid in a little car carrier. A gentleman walks by as he leaves the restaurant, and he stops and he says, "You're a rich man." And I say, "I wish." He repeats and he says, "No, I've been watching you with your family. You're a very rich man." I will never, ever forget that. What I learned was chase the correct wealth. My wealth are my kids, Joseph, Katie, and Michael Jr., and my lovely wife, Jennifer. And I also want to thank my dad and my mother, who I miss dearly. Thank you all. Dragons up.
All right. Everybody ready for the Teacher of the Year out here? Woo. Listen here, we got to do better than that. Is everyone ready to identify the Teacher of the Year in Hillsborough County Schools? All right. Casper's is ready. Drum roll. All right. For the 2021 Teacher of the Year in Hillsborough County Public Schools, Laura Meehan, Caminiti Exceptional Center, Adapted Music Specialist.
Oh, man. This dress has pockets. I should have put tissues in there. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I recently watched the movie Soul on Disney+. If you haven't had the chance to see it, I highly recommend everyone in education find a way to access the film. It just so happens the main character is a music educator. I won't give too much of the movie away, but it focuses on finding our spark and pursuing our passions. Obviously, Joe, the music educator in the film, is very passionate about music. However, along his journey, he meets a new type of student with challenges he has not encountered yet. It is with this student that he realizes while music is one of his passions, there is something else that sparks joy within him. It goes without saying, every teacher deserves to be Teacher of the Year this year of all years. We have been on countless Zooms, meetings, and classes. We've gone from brick and mortar to e-learning and back and forth. And let's be honest, just how many times have we had to remind our students to wear their mask properly in the middle of a lesson? Whether we like it or not, this pandemic will change the face of education. It is up to us as educators to make sure that changes are positive and benefit all students. Working at Caminiti Exceptional Center and teaching some of the students with the highest needs in our district has been challenging this year, but it doesn't change the amount of joy I try to bring to my classroom every day through music in a safe and positive environment for my students. I am so proud to be named this year's Teacher of the Year for Hillsborough County, and I hope this opportunity allows me to meet other educators and share the stories of joy and spark each of you has cultivated within your classrooms. Our students need us now more than ever, but we also need each other. We need to remember how we found our spark to become an educator like Joe in the Soul film, or Mr. G as his students called him, and what motivates us to continue providing enthusiastic learning and genuine support in our schools and community. Of course, I do have to give some acknowledgments. First, to all of the music and arts educators who continue to uplift their students and advocate for arts education. To my administrator, Roberta Jakubowski, for her continued mentorship and guidance, but especially to the team of fantastic educators at Caminiti Exceptional Center, some of them are here tonight, who I get the privilege to work with each day. And of course, my students, that are truly my motivation and my spark every day that I get to go to work. A big, well-deserved shout out to my fiance, Jesse, and his continued support and the seldom reminders that maybe I shouldn't stay up till 1 a.m. each night working on lessons and to go to bed. And also for giving me really great meals because he's a really good cook. To my dad, who taught me to be kind, accepting, and persistent. And finally, thank you to all the finalists who I was able to share the stage with tonight. It has been such a privilege. And to all of the classroom teachers in Hillsborough County, thank you for your continued dedication to our students, regardless of their gender, sexuality, race, or ability. As we go into Friday and the weekend, I do ask for everyone to do me a favor. I want you to remember what it was that originally brought that spark and joy that brought you into a classroom full of wide-eyed students. And remember why it was that you're here in education and what persists you to keep going and be successful. Superintendent Davis, Mr. Caligiargo, the Casper Company, to the Hillsborough Education Foundation, and to everyone who made this night so special. It has been amazing, and they have really jumped through some hoops with COVID and everything else going on to make sure that this was a really great night to us, and I really appreciate it. Again, thank you so, so much, and I really appreciate this moment. Thank you.
What a night. What a night. Just want to say that that spark that brought you into the classroom, also keep in mind that you pass along that spark to so many students and inspire them in so many different ways. Before we close, I'd like to invite all of the winners back to the stage for one final round of applause. Winners, please. Yes. All right, I also want to again congratulate all the nominees joining us this evening. This was a night dedicated to celebrating all of you. Bravo, each and every one of you. I also want to thank those who make this amazing event possible. It wouldn't happen without our generous donors, our amazing Hillsborough Education Foundation, school district staff, volunteers, and everyone else who had a hand in making tonight happen. Thank you everyone for joining us virtually for the 2021 Excellence in Education Awards. Good night, and that's all I'm saying.